अल्केन्स, हाइड्रोकार्बन जब हम पढ़ते हैं तो इसमें सबसे पहला जो टॉपिक है वो है अल्केन्स। अल्केन्स का सबसे पहले आता है जनरल फार्मूला। इसका जनरल फार्मूला होता है CnH2n+2। अब यहाँ पर जो Cn है इसमें n जो है नंबर ऑफ़ कार्बन एटम्स, नंबर ऑफ़ कार्बन एटम्स। तो अगर हमको अल्केन की सीरीज़ लिखनी है कि इसमें कौन कौन से कंपाउंड आ रहे हैं, तो पहले हमने जैसे दिया n=1। अब हमने इसको फॉर्मूले में रखा CnH2n+2, यानी C1H में 2 से मल्टीप्लाई किया 1+2, यानी फार्मूला क्या बन गया CH4। इसी तरह हमने n=2 लिखा तो CnH2n+2 ये बनेगा C2, H में 2 × 2 + 2 यानी C2H, 2 2 4 2 6। तो इस तरीके से ये सीरीज़ बनती है। तो जब यहाँ नंबर ऑफ़ एटम कार्बन के 1 होते हैं तो इसका नाम होता है मेथ, 2 हो गए तो इसका नाम होगा एथ, ठीक। और ये अल्केन है यानी पीछे लगा मीथेन, ये लगा इथेन। यानी जो अल्केन्स होते हैं जब इसका IUPAC नाम लिखते हैं तो इसमें पीछे लगता है एन, ठीक है, और आगे कार्बन आटम के हिसाब से लगता है। 1 कार्बन आटम तो मेथ, 2 है तो एथ, 3 है तो प्रॉप, 4 है तो ब्यूट, इस तरीके से ये चलता है। अब इसकी ख़ास बात क्या है कि अल्केन में जैसे हम इसको लेबोरेटरी में बनाते हैं मीथेन को, लगभग उसी तरह की कंडीशन से हम कुछ नीचे की सीरीज़ के भी लगातार फॉलो करेंगे तो वो बन जाएंगे। जो केमिकल और फिज़िकल प्रॉपर्टी मीथेन शो करेगा वही प्रॉपर्टीज़ इथेन और प्रोपेन वगैरह भी शो करेंगे। तो इस तरीके से चीज़ों को स्टडी करना आसान हो जाता है, ठीक है। अब सबसे बड़ी बात क्या होती है कि ये जो अल्केन में जो कंपाउंड्स होते हैं इनमें जो कार्बन आटम है, अगर पहला वाला देखा जाए तो इसका फॉर्मूला क्या है CH4, यानी C जो है वो 4 हाइड्रोजन के एटम से जुड़ा हुआ है। तो इसमें ख़ास बात यह होती है कि जो भी कार्बन आटम हाइड्रोजन के एटम से जुड़े होते हैं ये सिंगल बॉन्डेड होते हैं। मतलब इनमें जो कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड होता है वो सिंगल बॉन्डेड होता है। दैट मीन्स देयर इज़ शेयरिंग ऑफ ओनली 1 लोन पेयर्स, ओके। क्योंकि कार्बन की जैसे वैलेंसी क्या हो गई बेटा 6, और उसका जब हमने कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिखा तो 2 और 4 आया। दैट मीन्स 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर लेस in order to complete the octet of 8 electrons. So it needed 4 electrons. So and hydrogen has 1 electron only. It has also needed 1 more electron to complete its octet of 2. Okay? Because outermost orbit में या तो 2 होगा या तो वो 8 होगा। क्लियर? तो दैट्स वाई इसके जो 4 हैं और इसके हैं, तो इसका हाइड्रोजन का 1 और ये कार्बन का 1 ये यहाँ पे अटैच हो जाता है। कार्बन के पास 4 है कि नहीं, ये आपके कार्बन के 4 हो गए और ये हाइड्रोजन का 1 हो गया। तो बोथ ऑफ देम गेट अटैच विद द कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड। जब कार्बन को ज़रूरत पड़ती है तो फिर वो ये 8 ले लेता है, 2 2 4 2 6 2 8, और इसका ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट। जब हाइड्रोजन को ज़रूरत पड़ती है तो ये 2 ले लेता है तो इसका ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट। तो इन दिस वे दे आर बिहेविंग, ओके। And there is a sharing of 1 electron from carbon and 1 electron from hydrogen. So there is a sharing of a lone pair consists of 2 electrons. So when there are 2 electrons, that means it is a single bond. When there are 4 electrons, okay, 2 2, that means there is double bond. When there are 6 electrons, 1 2 and 3, that is the 3 bonds. It is clear. Now in the alkane there is a sharing of 2 electrons, that is the 1 lone pair. That's why every atoms are bonded each other with the single bonds. It's clear? No problem? Okay. Now these hydrocarbons are very unreactive under ordinary conditions. That's why they are also known as paraffins. They are not reacted, they have not undergo reaction with generally with everyone, okay. Now you can also see here the structural formula and the condensed formula. This is the condensed formula. For example C2H6, then you can also see that between 2 carbon atoms there is also one lone pair sharing. There is single bond ही है यहाँ पर भी, तो इस तरीके से अल्केन्स में हमें हमेशा, चाहे वो कार्बन कार्बन के बीच का बॉन्डिंग हो, चाहे कार्बन हाइड्रोजन के बीच का बॉन्डिंग हो, हर जगह हमें सिंगल बॉन्ड ही मिलता है। ओके, तो अल्केन का जो मेन चीज़ हमने 2 पढ़ा, इसका जो जनरल फार्मूला है वो CnH2n+2। उसके बाद इसमें जो भी एटम्स एक दूसरे से बॉन्डेड होते हैं, दे आर अटैच्ड विद अ सिंगल बॉन्ड्स। सो ओके, दिस टॉपिक इज क्लियर टू यू नाउ. Now comes to the next one, sources of alkanes. Alkanes are generally found in the nature from natural gas and petroleum. Okay, now isomerism in alkanes. In alkanes generally they show the isomerism of positional and positional isomerism generally they show. ओके, दे आर अरेंज्ड इन डिफरेंट वे। जैसे मान लो ये स्ट्रेट चेन है तो ये नॉर्मल हो गया, जब ये ब्रांच्ड में आ गया तो ये आइसो हो गया। बट व्हेन वन कार्बन एटम इज अटैच्ड विद फ्रॉम ऑल द 4 साइड्स, देन इट रिप्रेजेंट्स द नियो, दैट इज द टर्शियरी। ओके, व्हेन वन कार्बन एटम इज अटैच्ड विद 4 कार्बन एटम्स, then it represents the neo one. Okay, and isomers of butane and isomers of pentane you must remember, because इनका या तो कंडेंस्ड फार्मूला पूछ लेते हैं या कह देते हैं क्वेश्चन में राइट द आइसोमर्स ऑफ ब्यूटेन, राइट द आइसोमर्स ऑफ पेंटेन, एंड यू मस्ट हैव टू लर्न दिस. Clear? Both of them, especially pentane, because pentane shows all the 3 isomers, straight chain, branched and neo. हाँ, आपका जो ब्यूटेन है ये केवल 2 दिखाता है, स्ट्रेट चेन और ब्रांच्ड, लेकिन जो आपका पेंटेन है ये आपका तीनों शो करता है आइसोमरिज्म. सो पेंटेन के आइसोमर्स ये आपको ज़रूर याद करने हैं. आइसोमर्स क्या होते हैं? दे हैव द सेम मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला बट डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चरल फार्मूला. क्लियर है? देखो इनका सबका मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला सेम है. नाउ कम्स टू in your topic you have methane and ethane. You have to study in class 10th only about methane and ethane. Now comes to the methane. Methane contains 1 carbon atom, that is meth, and ethane contains 2 carbon atoms, that is ethane. Now methane is generally known as marsh gas because it is generally found in the marshy areas. What is marshy areas? जहाँ पे दलदल होता है, जैसे बांग्लादेश में ब्रह्मपुत्र नदी के किनारे डेल्टा के वन है जहाँ पे दलदल होता है, तो वहाँ से जो गैस रिलीज़ होती है दैट गैस वॉज मीथेन गैस. तो it is generally found in the marshy areas, that why this gas is also known as marsh gas. This question is generally asked in the examination. Name the marsh gas in the objective. Okay, next one is ethane. Ethane is also found along with the methane. Now next topic, structure of methane. You can easily see that 1 carbon atom is bonded with 4 hydrogen atoms by the single bond, but actually when it is seen from the telescope it is found that between 2 hydrogen atoms there is an angle of 109 degree 0.5 degree. ठीक है ना? There is not the angle of 90 degree. Okay, in reality it is found that, which is known as tetrahedral arrangement of the methane gas. Now how will you prepare in the laboratory? मैंने कहा इनकी फिजिकल और केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज सेम होती हैं, तो जिस तरीके से हम मीथेन को लैब में बनाएंगे वैसे ही मीथेन को भी बना सकते हैं. देन व्हाट इज़ द प्रोसेस? वी टेक द टेस्ट ट्यूब एंड वी टेक समथिंग इन द टेस्ट ट्यूब which is slantly in the horizontal, and then a delivery tube is gone into the water. That means the gas which is released during the reaction must be collected by downward displacement of water. Okay, now comes to the topic. The things which we needed to prepare the methane is sodium ethionate or sodium acetate and soda lime. What is soda lime? That is NaOH. The common name of sodium hydroxide is soda lime. Okay, and here common name of sodium acetate is sodium ethionate. So you have to take the mixture of sodium ethionate and soda lime in a hard glass test tube and heat it over the Bunsen burner. As soon as these reacted, a gas is formed and it passes through the delivery tube, and that gas is covered in another test tube with the help of the downward displacement. You can see here we have the formula sodium acetate. Acetate means CH3COO and sodium is Na. And I have told you soda lime is what? NaOH. Okay, that means this Na and COO, that means C double O. When there is C double O, that is sodium carbonate is formed. Okay, and methane gas is evolved here. The gas evolved is collected by downward displacement because it is soluble in water and lighter than air. ये क्वेश्चन भी बहुत ज़्यादा आता है कि इसको हम पहली चीज़ तो दो तरीके से हम गैसेस को कलेक्ट करते हैं, या तो डाउनवर्ड डिस्प्लेसमेंट से या अपवर्ड से. तो ये हमें बहुत याद रखना पड़ता है कि ये डाउनवर्ड से है कि अपवर्ड से. तो ये डाउनवर्ड से पहली चीज़. दूसरी चीज़ इसे डाउनवर्ड डिस्प्लेसमेंट से क्यों हम कलेक्ट करते हैं? बिकॉज इट इज़ सॉल्युबल इन वाटर एंड लाइटर देन एयर. तो कोई भी गैस, ये मेन बात क्या हो गई कि ये कोई भी गैस डाउनवर्ड डिस्प्लेसमेंट से हमारी क्यों कलेक्ट की जाती है? व्हेन द गैस इज लाइटर देन एयर एंड soluble in water. This is the main reason why we collect methane gas by the downward displacement. Now similarly the laboratory preparation of ethane, you can see you have to take, here you take sodium sodium acetate, that means there are 2C. Now so for the ethane we take sodium propionate, that means we have to take ethyl acetate. That because in order to have C2 and C1, that means C3, because when we have three molecules of carbon, and because one molecule of carbon is detached here in the form of sodium carbonate and we left over with one, so here we have to take three particles of carbon atom. So because one carbon atom is attached to the sodium carbonate and it gets evolved, so we have left over with C2H6. Okay, that's why this sodium here is ethionate. You can remember in this way. Ethionate means two carbon atoms and propionate means three carbon atoms. Okay, so and again soda lime, which we have taken the earlier, and again both are heated and again in the same process we collected the same. तो आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हो कि अल्केन की जो सीरीज के मॉलिक्यूल्स है, दे आर प्रिपेयर्ड इन द लेबोरेटरी इन द सेम वे. हाँ, ओनली डिफरेंस इज दैट द नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम्स, उसी के हिसाब से हम यहाँ पे रिएक्टेंट्स को हैंडल करते हैं. क्लियर है ये? यही मैंने आपको बताया था. नाउ कम्स टू द अदर मेथड्स ऑफ प्रिपरेशन. इट इज़ नॉट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. In this only one method is very important, which is known as Wurtz reaction, Wurtz synthesis. In this, methyl iodate or methyl bromide is warmed with the sodium metal and ethane is produced. This is known as Wurtz reaction. Clear? Directly ethane is produced. Here also ethane is produced. So this method is not used for methane. Clear? Because iodine and bromine are generally non-reactive. Now colorless, odorless, you can see the same things, colorless, odorless, both the gases are colorless and odorless. They have very less melting and boiling points. Clear? The same physical properties, approximately same physical properties, are slightly bit little different properties are found there. Now the chemical properties, and we have to study one by one different chemical properties of the methane and ethane. Now first, chemical property of any hydrocarbon. When any of the hydrocarbon is burnt, combustion means that is it is burnt in the air, it totally burns and formed carbon dioxide and water. You can see over here CH4 when burnt with oxygen, it gives, when in the insufficient, that is limited supply of air, then carbon monoxide and water. But when it is मतलब जब इसको छोड़ देते हैं तो जनरली ये CO2, ये देखो, when it is in the complete combustion it forms carbon dioxide and water. In both the cases we get, that means if any of the hydrocarbon is burnt in air, it forms carbon dioxide and water and completely get burnt, combustion. So this is known as combustion. Next one is when any hydrocarbon reacts with halogens, chlorine, bromine, iodine and fluoride. Generally iodine and fluoride is not preferred. chlorine and bromide is generally preferred, and especially the chlorine. When chlorine reacts with hydrocarbon, one by one it displaces one hydrogen atom. You can see over here, when CH4 reacts with chlorine, this is the halogen. One hydrogen is replaced and it becomes CH3Cl, and one chlorine is get detached with in the form of HCl. Because CH4, one H is cut out from here, you can see 4 atoms of hydrogen and 2 atoms of chlorine. One is get attached here and hydrogen is get attached with chlorine. Okay, understand? Now again it reacts with chlorine. Now again hydrogen is displaced. We get CH2Cl2 and again we left over with HCl. Similarly we get CHCl3 and same process HCl, and in the last we get CCl4. In this way we can form the carbon tetrachloride, and this whole process is known as chlorination of the methane. Okay, now you can see in the first reaction it is replaced in this way. So this is the alkyl and this is the halide. So alkyl halide is the main reagent from which we can prepare many compounds. In any of the organic compounds we generally utilize hydrogen halide. Okay, now you can see it later. Okay, so this whole process is known as chlorination, that is reaction with halogens. You can see over here. Now complete it. Now next one, ethane also goes in the same way. But in place of methane you get C2, 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 C2H5, C2H4. Understood? No problem. Now similarly, now catalytic oxidation of alkanes. What is catalytic oxidation? Catalytic oxidation, it means that it is when a mixture of methane and oxygen in ratio 9:1 is compressed, then it changes into alcohol or formaldehyde or acetic acid. It depends upon the catalyst which is used during the oxidation. That means alkane is heated in presence of oxygen and it forms different compounds depending upon the catalyst used. For example, the catalyst here is copper and potassium. Catalyst here is molybdenum and catalyst here is manganese. When the catalyst potassium and copper is used, it forms alcohol. When the catalyst molybdenum is used, molybdenum oxide, it forms formaldehyde, that is aldehyde. When manganese is used, it forms acetic acid. So this is the catalytic oxidation. That means hydrocarbon is burnt in the oxygen, but the catalyst used in the reaction decides what is formed in the product. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम इसको डे टू डे लाइफ में देखें, आप वही बच्चे हो, अगर आप मैथ्स पढ़ने जाते हो यू बिकेम द प्रोफेसर ऑफ मैथ्स. इफ़ यू स्टडी कॉमर्स यू बिकेम द प्रोफेसर ऑफ चार्टेड अकाउंटेंट. If you study from the arts teacher, literature teacher, you can become IS or PCS. Your fields getting different. In the same way, here every hydrocarbon, methane is react with oxygen every time, but the catalyst get differ. Okay, so we get different reactors. Here we get product of alcohol, here we get product of aldehyde, here I get the product of carboxylic acid. So the reaction depends upon the catalyst which we use during the reaction. That's why these reactions are known as catalytic oxidation. I think these all clear to you now. Now in the same way you can see here with the ethane also, when with oxygen it gives alcohol, when with here you can see copper used, here when molybdenum oxide, then aldehyde, then it is acetic acid. Okay, now the next one, slow combustion. Slow combustion, this is at the fixed temperature, it is not the slow combustion. It is not very important, but this is the chart by which we can transform any hydrocarbon to different series. That means we have to go under oxidation of alkane. In the presence of K2Cr2O7 we get alcohol. Okay, K2Cr2O7, this is acidified of, you can use the agent K2Cr2O7 or acidified KMnO4. You can use either of these catalyst. Okay, so these are the oxidizing agent, and they change alkane to alcohol. Then again we goes on heating, alcohol changes into aldehyde. Then again it goes to carboxylic acid, and in the last it changes into carbon dioxide and water. Why? Because each hydrocarbon, when burnt in the oxygen, in the last it changes into carbon dioxide and water. So there's it goes in the series. Clear? So either you used K2Cr2O7, either you used KMnO4. So these two are the oxidizing agents which changes a simple alkane into different series. Either it is alcohol, it is aldehyde, it is carboxylic acid. Clear? I think concept is clear now. Now the uses, the main use is methane is used in the domestic fuel. That is, in the LPG gas we have mixture of butane and methane. Okay. Secondly, it is used in the formation of some important compounds known as CH3CHBrCl, which is used in the anesthetic purposes, that is in the medical field. Okay, now the ethane, simply ethane is also a good fuel. So these are the uses, and now you can search the answer.